I'm Cynthia Aguirre in Dallas with headlines from across North Texas. Tanner Horner was sentenced to death on Tuesday for the murder of Athena Strand. Senior crime and justice reporter Rebecca Lopez was in the courtroom throughout the entire trial.
There were tears across the courtroom. Athena Strand's family held each other and cried. Some jurors wiped away tears as the verdict was read.
Jury having answered the special issues, making it mandatory that your punishment be death.
The man who murdered the 7-year-old is going to death row. Athena's uncle spoke for the family.
He's robbed us of safety, peace, and our trust in the world, and forever changed who we are as a family.
In closing arguments, prosecutors placed a picture of Athena in front of jurors, telling them she was the reason they were here.
This is what's most important. This is why we're here.
Prosecutors then held up the boots Horner wore the day he killed Athena, arguing the violence in this case justified the death penalty.
This is what it took. That's what it took to beat the life out of her.
When it was the defense's turn, the defense attorney shocked the courtroom when he took down Athena's picture, then asked the jury for mercy. They argued Horner's mental health diagnosis and developmental struggles help explain how this happened, even if they do not excuse it.
But what all of these diagnoses do is it kind of helps explain how we got to this point.
The jury came back with a quick verdict in less than 3 hours, and in a final message directed at Horner, her uncle reminded the courtroom who will forever be remembered.
You are a footnote in Athena's story. Her name will forever be remembered. Her name will forever be celebrated, and everyone will forget you.
In Fort Worth, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
2 people are dead and 3 others in the hospital after a shooting in Carrollton Tuesday morning. Police believe it started during a business meeting that went wrong. Mitty Hicks has more.
Yeah, we're mourning that this happened. It's unexpected.
Hurt felt in this part of Carrollton, where people are usually shopping and eating at this time.
On a daily basis, it's usually pretty quiet over there. You know, there doesn't seem a lot of action or like activity that goes on over there.
In this part of Carrollton, people know one another and were shocked when gunshots were heard just before 10 Tuesday morning.
The city of Carrollton and our partner agencies extend our deepest heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims who have perished.
Police arrested 69-year-old Sung Han Ho less than 4 miles away at another shopping center in connection with the shooting. Investigators are looking into the business relationships between the victims and the suspect.
I don't know if it's the rent or not, but I think it is with the conflict with businesses together.
Mitty Hicks reporting. A year after catastrophic flooding claimed the lives of more than 130 people in central Texas, UT Arlington is working on a real-time flood warning system to make sure it never happens again. Kevin Reese heard from researchers about how it works.
Oh my God! The hill country floods and the grief and heartache they've brought are bringing more legislation, more flood gauges, more warning sirens along the Guadalupe River.
So we're dealing with a monster. Here we are. And
in collaboration with UT Arlington and Rice University in Houston, a new flood warning system. The universities received a $4 million grant from the governor's office to create new computer models that use radar rainfall data and hydraulic models to forecast floods at specific locations with greater accuracy and speed.
We hope will provide anywhere from 1 to maybe as much as 3 hours lead time.
They envision a computer system accessible by emergency responders and the public.
Trying our best to really make a functional system to start with and can be utilized by the community, by end of this summer as a framework.
The computer modeling system dialed into multiple radar and rain gauge inputs will focus first on the Guadalupe River watershed, where the July floods claimed more than 130 lives.
Texas Tech, as part of their project, will be installing 3 new radars in the hill country, which will, I think, greatly add to the accuracy. So it's a combination of accuracy and lead time.
And they plan to work just as hard to connect with emergency managers so the information is taken more seriously.
To help save lives and hope that this type of event never happens again as it did.
An early warning system that doesn't rely on sirens, but on the science that feeds them. In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
Before any summer camps can open this year, they need to meet the new rules established after the tragedy at Camp Mystic. A new state law sets stricter safety requirements for camps across Texas. Now, one of the mandates is access to fiber optic internet, but some camps say they simply do not have the infrastructure or funding to meet that standard. Now, state leaders, including Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick and House Speaker Dustin Burrows, are pushing to allow camps to be licensed without it, as long as they meet the other safety standards. For many camps, that change can't come soon enough. Right now, only 9 have been cleared to operate this summer. Other important conversations in Austin. Right now, Texas Democrats and Republicans are talking about cutting your gasoline bill. The state gas tax is about 20 cents per gallon, and there's a push to temporarily suspend it. However, the gas tax funds our roads and highways across the state. No gas tax means less money for infrastructure, which means lawmakers will have to either pull money from somewhere else or delay projects many complain about every day. 4 legendary voices are hitting the road together. Chaka Khan, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, and Stephanie Mills are teaming up for the Queen's Tour. Dia Wall heard from these iconic women about why they believe it's about more than just music.
Just tell us how this all came together and how excited you are to be continuing with the next leg of the tour.
Well, who's going to talk?
And that's how a quick conversation with the Queens began.
I think we all got together because of the promoters who wanted the 4 of us to do a Queen's tour. And when he asked me, I said yes real fast. Same with Shaka, Stephanie, and Gladys. We all said yes. And the fact is that we all worked together before. And then to have all 4 of us together, it's like having 4 black women just singing, not competing, just singing.
Chaka Khan, it feels crazy to even say your name.
Feels crazy?
Your music really is the soundtrack for a lot of our childhoods, our family gatherings. What do you hope people feel when they come to the show?
I hope they feel good. I hope they feel what we feel. I hope they feel what we're giving. We're just giving a lot of love. I hope they're feeling the love.
This show is energetic. It's full of love. We are really singing. Our stuff is not in a box. And we have live musicians and everything. So when they come, they're going to leave feeling uplifted.
With a new show bringing old school artistry to the stage.
It's very important to keep that going with the live band, real singers, not machines. Us storing our vocals, not machines singing for us. It's important to do the real. And back in the day, that's what we did, and that's what we're still doing, all 4 of us. Giving you something you can feel.
One of my all-time favorite songs, Never Knew Love Like This Before, by Stephanie Mills. And those are your headlines from North Texas.